dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, people stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time till Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome out here to the Dare hosted series tonight. My name is Goose. I'm going to be your host here tonight. Unfortunately, I do not have my co-broadcaster up in the booth, Christopher, with me tonight, so you're just going to have to deal with me tonight. Either way, as we roll in here, you are just joining us here at the end of qualifying. We're at Charlotte tonight in the trucks. Got 85 laps out here tonight. Stages 20, 40, 60 like normal. Cautions will not come out during the first, or before the first 3 stages. After lap 60, cautions as needed. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty good day out here today. Looking like 25 or so drivers. Let's see here. No, we got 41 drivers. A big step up out there. 41 drivers out here tonight, all A and B class. So definitely gonna be a fun one out here tonight. Here is a little look at the weather out there. Temperature 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 2-mile-an-hour wind, partly cloudy, humidity 54%. Got 85 laps here tonight. Stage 1, 20 laps. Stage 2, 40 laps. The final stage, we'll have 25 laps remaining. Seems like a pretty fun one. Let's get through your grid very quickly as we've got a long one. Jason Fensler in first. Tim Fielder in second. Jacob Boxell will be in third. 4th will be Patrick Craven. James Smith will be in 5th place. Ethan George in 6th. Ashton Webster in 7th. 8th. Give me a second as I fix the camera. 8th will go to William George. John Miles will be out there in that number 69 machine. And Hayden Herman in that number 32 truck. Next up through your grid, Curtis Mitchell in that number 11 position. Will Sylvester in 12th. 13th. Or sorry, I think I forgot Hayden Herman. Hayden Herman 10th. Curtis Mitchell 11th. Will Sylvester 12th. Zach Jerkic in 13th. Ronald Hall in 14th. 15th, Hunter Piper. 16th, Jacob Denny. 17th, Dave Shutt, a known person out there. And then you got in the 18th position, John Kinder. 19th, John Osborne. And 20th, Bill Daniels. Heading next through the rows, you got Donnie Beach in 21st, Cody Isam in 22nd, 23rd, Caleb Wyrick, John Colmergan in 24th, Jack Leslie in 25th, Daniel Garbaldi in 26th, Ricky Miles will be there in 27th. Everything's getting mixed up through the field there. Actually, Daniel Garbaldi will be in 27th. Sorry. Jacob D. Davis in 28th. Ricky Miles in 29th. And Jason Berg back there in P30. I think some of these guys got removed out of here. Because there's a John Miles out there in 27th. There's only 27 cars out there. I think they only took the top 27 cars. So John Miles in that number 69 machine is going to be one of the last cars out there on track. You have 27 cars now in the race. So unfortunately, the active grid board not totally correct there. They did have to slim out the field, of course, with there being 41 trucks out here. Couldn't, of course, make all of those trucks work out here tonight. But we're going to have some great green flag racing here at Charlotte. Jason Fensler will lead them off there in that number 9 Chevrolet truck.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out here tonight at Charlotte. Let's go for 20 laps before our first stage. See Jason Fensler there holding on to that bottom side. Got a good run out there. See him getting a little bit loose. That number 29 truck back there. Not too sure who that was. Let's switch to a different camera here and see. I believe that is that Oakley number 20 truck, actually. Oakley number 20 Toyota. That looks to be Patrick Craven. And she's actually supposed to be the number 23 out there. But that is alright. Of course, here in the hosted series, not all numbers are going to line up respectively to their car. Sorry, I just saw your message in the comments there about the microphone. Microphone should be a little bit fixed. I turned down the iRacing volume there a little bit. Let me know how that is CM 2005. And of course, you are welcome to the broadcast. Thank you, of course, for being out here. Jason Fensler has a very good lead off the front here. Very good lead off of Jacob Boxell there in that number 30 machine. That's a Ford F-150 out there. Trying to make his way up through the field. He's got Tim Feidler right to his bumper, though. Trying to make something work in the number 77 on track. I'm getting the number 34 on my screen. So, of course, as I said here, in the Dare hosted series tonight, in any hosted series, sometimes numbers are just not going to line up, so you got to do what you got to do here when broadcasting. These trucks are very loud. Let's see if we could do something about that. Hold on. I want to see if I can fix the volume on the trucks, because for some reason It seems like they got messed up. Or they're just way louder here tonight than usual. Alright, I think I might have fixed it. While you were away, the number 32 came down to pit. Kind of had a little bit of an incident on pit lane. We can see also Hayden Herman here. This is the truck that we were just talking about. Let's take a look and see what happens here. Just a little spin going down pit road. The 14 just barely going to miss it. And he'll be able to head down pit road. Just a little bit of an incident out there. Not too bad. It's going to be definitely interesting to see how these guys do on fuel out there. Wondering how these fuel runs are going to last. With it being Charlotte, I'm sure these guys aren't going to have too many issues. Unless, of course, that fuel package has been messed with. You see Jason Fensler still out here, leading these laps here tonight. Started it on pole. He's led 8 laps. There you see, started first, currently first. So I'm going to take a look at, though, Ricky Miles back here. Ricky Miles has been making his way up through the track there. Currently 19th position. Ricky started in 29th position. So up 10 positions since the start of this race. Definitely good, only being on lap 9 coming to 10. That's pretty much a lap, or a position per lap there. Sorry, lap 9 of 85, not lap 10 yet. But definitely impressive for him. I'm so sorry, I'm getting things mixed up now. Jack Leslie, also another big mover out there. Currently 16th position, started in 25th out there. So definitely good to see them moving up through the field here tonight. Hey, if you guys are interested in coming out here and joining some of these races, make sure to do that. I know these are definitely some of the funnest races that I do broadcast for during the week. So make sure you guys are coming out and joining these broadcasts. Make sure you join their Discord. Also get involved. I know their IROC series is coming up pretty soon. Make sure you join the Discord. Get signed up for that. It's definitely going to be a fun one. See Jack Leslie back here. He's making his way through the field slowly but surely. Take a look back up here towards the front. You see Tim Fiddler up there in that 77 trying to make his way through the field. Right now we're taking a look at Ethan George in that 78 machine. Some fast trucks out here. Some fast trucks tonight. I'm wondering who's going to take home the top 3 here tonight. Remember, guys, if you are out here currently in this race and you do win, make sure you guys join the Discord. We will be talking to the top 5 here tonight. So if you are one of the top 5 finishers in the Dare hosted race here tonight, make sure to join the Discord to get your interview in. Looking at James Smith out there. Number 1 truck. He's up 2 positions since the start of this race. He's technically listed as the number 20 truck, though. So do not be confused. We're gonna call them by what they're listed up there in the scoreboard. How about that, guys? Instead of going off of what they are on the truck, I know it might get a little bit confusing. Look at the scoreboard. We're going to go off of that. There's not too much you, unfortunately, can do for these hosted races. I mean, it's just That's the one thing that gets really hard about being a broadcaster. Sometimes it's just the inevitable that can happen. But the inevitable does not look like it's going to happen to Jason Fensler anytime soon. He's been out here in front all day, all night here. For all 15 laps, led every single one, now coming down to pit lane. As soon as I say it, the inevitable happens. He loses the lead. The lead change will go to Jacob Boxel. Boxel in that 30 machine. Charlotte is definitely an interesting track. It's not one of my most favorite tracks on the NASCAR schedule. Not too much of a fan of the 1.5 miles and such like that. You know me. I love my super speedways to death. But Charlotte kind of does hold a special place in my heart, just due to the fact that when I first started iRacing, my first ever win was at Charlotte in the street stocks. So Charlotte Motor Speedway, you will always hold a special place in my heart, at least for that reason. Right now, we're taking a look at John Osborne out there. That 44 machine up there on the top side. Finally, someone's number that corresponds correctly. Out there in that Challenger, Pepsi, Chevrolet Silverado. It's been a great night already out here tonight. I know I don't show any of the cautions or like any wrecks or anything during the first stages here until we actually do get cautions. And I know sometimes it might look like there's a handful of incidents. Tonight out here at Charlotte, these drivers know what to do. These drivers are handling this track absolutely amazing. Besides that little incident that let's see here. I can pull that up real quick. Besides the small incident that Hayden Herman had earlier on in this race, there have been no other incidents out there on track. I've seen a little bit of smoke out there. I've seen, you know. But these guys definitely know how to handle their stuff out here, especially with that A and B class rating out here. Of course, if you want to join in, make sure you guys get your rating up to an A or B license. And come join in on this wonderful action. Take a look at it. This is some amazing racing out here.
Caution.
And that'll be the first
real quick,
stage
tell me what you got.
of the night. Technically did not make it. Did not make it to lap 20 yet. But we made it close enough here. So as this first stage comes out here tonight, I want to give a good shout out there to the sponsors that make this channel possible. Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Juicy Spider Graphics, Juicy Spider Studios. Also Rock Bottom Racing, thank you to them. Also want to give a shout out to you guys who come out here and tune in and watch the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, without you, we wouldn't be a YouTube channel. So also going to give a shout out to Career Racing Setups. Alright, these guys are going to start making their way down on to pit road. It's been an awesome race so far. If you are just tuning in, we have just hit the first stage break. Jason Fensler, your stage winner, I believe. These guys are going to come down, get some tires and fuel. Remember, these guys do have fast repairs, so if anything does happen to them out there on track tonight, They will have some fast repairs, a limited amount, to get their truck back in working order and get back out there on track. Thankfully, these guys really haven't needed them tonight. No accidents to report on whatsoever. It's been fun, clean racing all night here tonight, so I definitely cannot complain. Jason Fensler will get up there into the first position. Got a couple more stages to go here tonight. Taking a look out there on track, your weather has not changed much. Still 72 degrees out there, 2-mile-an-hour winds, partly cloudy, 55% humidity. A little muggy out there today. Not too bad. Race analysis, of course, we got 85 laps. Stage 20 will be your first stage. 40 will be the second stage, and the final lap will be stage 60. Or at 60 laps, I mean. And we will have 25 laps at the end. So far for your race recap, we are on lap 22 of 85. Your leader is Jason Fensler. We've had 142 cautions here tonight. 3 lead changes so far during the race. Has not been bad out here. Taking a look here at laps led from Jason Fensler. 19 laps led so far here in this race here tonight. Let's see if he can lead even more out there. Jacob Davis gives a shout out there to Curtis Mitchell. Curtis Mitchell, of course, being back here. Take a look at Mr. Mitchell here. His fastest lap in position. Currently 19th position out there. Fastest lap out here is lap 30.
Green flag.
Let's get ready to go here. Green flag out yet again here at Charlotte. Jason Fensler will lead him around on that bottom side again. Huge jump off the start like last time. And he gets that great run. The 44 of John Osborne is going to be chasing him around there on that bottom side. See, Ricky Miles and Ashton Webster have crashed. Let's take a look at what happened real quick. I say real quick and then I just leave you on the screen. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Ricky Miles gets loose, and of course the camera changes right as it goes to show. You gotta love iRacing. There, Ricky Miles comes down just off the track, loose, comes down into the Ford truck, and a crash ensues. Unfortunate for that pair out here tonight. John Fensler still leads this race around. That 44 making some ground to him. He's not been able to get the run that he was able to get last time. Still able to hold on to that first place position, though. Ethan George in that 78 machine. Also there in that third place position. You see him there in that Bass Pro Shops American flag Chevrolet. Chasing down John Osborne. He's going to try and help him get up there to Jason Fensler. As we work our way through the second stage here tonight at Charlotte in the Dirty Air Racing Experience. This is their hosted Wednesday night race. While we make our way through that, we are going to hear from a few of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back after the ads.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Welcome back, everybody. If you are just joining us here tonight, welcome to the Dirty Air Racing Experience, aka DARE hosted series. We're in the NASCAR Craftsman trucks here at Charlotte doing 85 lap stages at lap 20, 40, and 60. Cautions will be thrown as needed after lap 60. So we're going to have green flag runs here all the way pretty much. We're on lap 34 right now. And Jason Fensler in that number 9 Chevrolet has been able to hold on to the lead this entire time. You have not missed a single thing, I promise you. Jacob Denny, though, up 14 positions since the start of the race. You can see there, Jacob Denny currently second, started in 16th position. So he has made some headway up the field. Ethan George right on his back bumper, though. That 316 truck out there, not for position. John Osborne went down, or is right there in third place, trying to chase him down. We did see him up there towards the front off that restart, but he has found his way back now, and with some of those trucks pitting, back here in third position now, up 16 positions as well since the start of this race. You see there, currently third, started in 19th. Another big mover out there, John Colmorgan, up 17 positions in that number 64 Ford F-150. John Osborne up 18 positions. Now your leader, currently first, started out there in 19th, able to make his way up there, thankfully, due to those pit stops. These guys making those pit stops now. Just not able to make it around too much more here tonight before that stage coming out. Let me see if I can try and fix the stages here real quick. I know they are not popping up correctly there. There we go. I fixed the stages there. 3 to go left here in stage 2. John Osborne slowed down the back straightaway. That number 24 truck desperately trying to get by there. He just shot it on the outside there. Oh my goodness. John Osborne, that 44 truck, letting some of these other trucks go by. They're not for position though. Still currently your leader. He's just running around slow out there.
Caution. You doing there, bud?
Either way, the second caution will come out here tonight, and that will technically be stage 2. And John Osborne will be your stage 2 winner here tonight. So good job to John Osborne on that second place here tonight. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're just going to take a look at something here as we make our way under caution here. Alrighty, sorry about that. We just had to fix something very, very quickly. Don't worry, you didn't miss a thing. John Fensler there in that number 9 truck is being labeled as your leader right now. You see some trucks out there getting some laps back. Here in this league, I did not explain it in the beginning, and I'm so sorry to you guys. I should have. Here in this league, the drivers are able to get their laps back under these stages. They are able to get all of their laps back, so everybody is able to start on the lead lap after every stage break here. See Mr. Jason Fensler here coming down pit road. He'll hit the pits. Your leader actually is going to be Will Sylvester in that number 10 truck. Has been able to stay out and did not go in under this stage here. He started in 12th. Now he's up to 1st. Well, to see how long he holds on to that lead there for. Once we finish up here under this caution, we're going to have 20 more laps to go until the final stage comes out here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. If you guys are interested in taking part in the Dare hosted races, make sure to check them out on Discord. We try to go live 30 minutes with 30 minutes left in their practice sessions. That way you guys are able to know that they are up. And all you have to do is just search up Dare in the hosted section on iRacing, and it should pop up. Or look up Ricky Miles. As Mr. Ricky Miles out there in that number 5 rocket machine. Will Sylvester will come down pit lane there, but we'll try and find, let's see, where is Mr. Ricky Miles? Right there on pit road. Rocket Man. He's currently in 25th, started 29th out there in that 5 Silverado, number 5 Silverado. Hopefully he's going to be able to get up there. Either way, as I was saying, look his name up under hosted as well if you want to be able to find that hosted race to take part in it. You also have to obtain a and B, or at least a B license. Apologies. You at least have to obtain a B license to race in this race. So, if you hit all those marks, then you can feel free to join them on Wednesday night and come be a part of this amazing race. It has actually been a very amazing race out here tonight. I have loved it. Not too much usually a fan of Charlotte, but tonight these guys are putting on a very good show out here. So make sure you guys come be a part of that great show. You see a name that is familiar to being up there at the front, the 75 of Dave B. Shutt, right there. We'll see what he is able to do in that light blue 75 Chevrolet.
Green flag.
The green flag is out here yet again tonight. Jason not able to get as good of a jump as he has been getting these past few runs. If you remember, Jason here tonight led 35 laps of this race. A lot of laps here. He started on pole and has been able to make his way, has been able to stick up here tonight. The 61 of Jacob Denny, however, has been able to make his way up here. Currently up 14 positions since the start of this race out there in that number 61 Toyota. Despite the not as good jump off the start that Jason usually gets, he is still making it work. Somehow able to pull away from the rest of the pack out there. Jacob Denny trying to make something work after him, but that is not going to be happening. We see a lot of trucks crashing right there. I think crashing or just taking a spin. Jack Leslie fell victim to a crash. Let's take a look what that was about. Just a blown engine coming down on to pit lane. That's what we saw there. They just got a little bit loose and into the wall. They did not crash. Okay, good. Another crash that we did miss. John Kinder unfortunately had a little accident back here. See some sparks coming off the bottom of that truck. Unfortunately, the 26 is just going to plow right into the back of the 82, taking it down pit lane in the 82, right there into the wall of John Kinder. So, unfortunate for them out here tonight. We'll take you right back up here to Jason Fensler, as he is still fending off that first position from Jacob Denny. Tim Feidler back here in that number 77 machine. Actually, he's the number 34 on our schedule here. Started in second position. He's sitting right back here in third for now. There's no team that he is a part of. I didn't know if some of these guys had any up-to-date SDK information that I could play around with or not. Some of these guys do, some of these guys don't. Just something that happens out here. See Tim putting the back bumper there to Jacob, telling him, you're either going to go faster or you're going to get out of my way, buddy. Tim chose to get out of the way, going way high up the track. He's going to ride that wall all the way along and be able to sneak it right back alongside the number 77 of Tim. He's not going to be able to take that bottom side, though, so he's going to run that wall again. Tim is through on the bottom. Jacob trying the fight on that top side. He's going to be able to hold on to it for one more lap. Is he going to be able to hold on to it for the rest of the way, though? I don't know. We're just going to see the 75 of Dave Shutt back there in that fourth position. He's moving his way up the field, too. We have 10 laps to go here until your next stage. Right now, Jacob Denny about a second off the leader of Jason Fensler right now. That gap is just getting a little bit bigger and bigger. It's gonna have to try some sort of different line. If you remember here or if you guys are just tuning in, the temperature out there, 72 degrees, 2-mile-an-hour wind still. It's cloudy, 54% humidity out there. So it's just a tad bit muggy. Of course, for stage 1, we got 20 laps to go in stage 1. Stage 2, we had another 20 laps to go. Here in this final stage, we've got 20 laps, of course. And at the end of the race here, it's a 25-lap shootout to the end. We're on lap 53. Your leader right now currently is Jason Fensler. 2 cautions have come out here tonight, 4 stage breaks, and the lead has changed a total of 6 times out here at Charlotte. Jason Fensler has pulled away by a second and 30. He's come out here and dominated all night. Only reason he was not able to get that stage 2 win, I believe, was just from the pure fact of the pitting. Just where he was able to pit down there. Not able to get as much of a go off of there, unfortunately. Got 9 trucks. I mean, these guys are all running the same setup out there. It's a fixed setup race, so they're all running the same setup. Just Jason Fensler has been able to master it out here tonight. He's going to come down pit lane, though. That's going to put Zach Jurek as your new leader out there in that number 96 Toyota. In our standings, though, he is the number 51. Cody Issam is going to be back here in second position. And Caleb Wyrick, sorry, in that third position. Cody Issam is going to take a look down pit lane. Daniel Garbaldi in fourth position, also taking a look down pit lane along with him. Do not know what just happened to the camera. There we go. Fixed it. We see Zach Jurek, your leader, taking a look down at pit lane. That's going to put Caleb Wyrick up in first position in that number 28 Toyota. Will Sylvester will take over second position in the number 10 truck. He's back here a little bit of a ways, but he's going to be able to make it up there since Caleb Wyrick is going to take a look down pit lane. A little bit of a lockup right there. Not too bad. He's going to run through the pits all the way up to his pit stop. And he is going to come down and take some fuel. Will Sylvester is now your new leader. Lap 59 of 85 here tonight at Charlotte. We are coming here to the end of the stage. One lap to go here.
Caution. Do you need anything to drink or anything like that?
Change, because the stage will come out now. So Will Sylvester in that number 10 Toyota will be your third stage winner here tonight. 3 stages at Charlotte, 3 different stage winners. Now it all comes down to who can win the 25 lap shootout. Also, now that the third stage is over, cautions are going to be thrown as needed. So if these guys do wreck, cautions are going to start coming out. We could see a pretty clean and fast 25 lap shootout here. Or we could see these 25 laps sort of last a little bit longer than expected. With the way the race and the field has been going here tonight, I have no doubt that it's going to be a fun 25 lap shootout here at the end. Stay tuned with us as we work our way under caution. We will be back with you shortly.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirty Air Racing Experience hosted series truck race here tonight at Charlotte. We have just finished up with our third and final stage here tonight. These guys have 25 laps to go. The pace car lights are off. We're going to go green this time by Curtis Mitchell is going to be your leader in that number 316.
Green, green, green.
Green flag out here tonight. Curtis Mitchell gets a good jump on the bottom there. That number 78 of Ethan George is going to track him down. He's been a front runner and a hard runner all day here. You'll also see the number 9 of Jason Fensler up there on the top side. Of course, he started on pole here in this race, and he has been working hard to get up there all night and stay up there. Led most of the laps out here tonight. We'll just have to see how he works through this traffic. They're going to go 3 wide back there. It's not going to look very great for him. The 96 goes around, the 14 around, the 30 big in there, the 96 hard into the wall. I don't even know who that was on his side skirting around. I don't even know what all happened there. That looks to be Donnie Beach that had a little incident there. So much just happened. Let's take a look at it here in slow motion. You see the 96 and the 10 go. There goes the 9, unfortunately. The 14 goes. The 30 goes. The 75 out there as well. That's the wrong camera. Oh, my goodness. Look at the 96. The roof just hard there into the wall. You see Donnie Beach goes on to his side there and skirts across the apron. The 1 and the 10 have a little scuffle there. And it's just carnage all the way around. So unfortunate for them out here tonight. Hopefully that's not going to put a damper on them too much. As you know, and as I've said here, these guys do have some fast repairs. Now, whether they used them up or not already beats me. I do not believe too many people actually had incidents during the first few stages there, or the first couple stages. So I believe there are plenty of fast repairs to go around. To round off, though, who all was wrapped up in that: Cody Issam, Jason Fensler, James Smith, Tim Fiedler, Jason Fensler, of course. Jacob Denny was in there, Ronald Hall, James Smith. I'm sure there were plenty of other people caught up in that. Hayden Herman also had a little incident doing something here. Let's see what happened to him. He blinked. And down into the wall he went. And then Hayden Herman also had another incident here, I guess. Yeah, just against the wall, and I don't know what happened there, to be honest. So, but Curtis Mitchell still gonna lead them around here tonight off this restart. This is your first accident-induced caution, 4th caution of the night. If you remember, those first 3 were brought out because of the stages here tonight. It has been a fun night out here in the Dirty Air Racing Experience here on Fearless Broadcasting here on YouTube. Let's take a look at your race recap here. Curtis Mitchell is your leader. The lead has changed a total of 9 times out here tonight. We're on lap 68 of 85 laps. These were your stages here. And the weather is 72 degrees out there. 4-mile-an-hour wind. It's a little cloudy. And 51% humidity. So the humidity has gone down just a tad bit. The wind has picked up a little by a couple of miles an hour, but it's not too bad there. And 72 degree weather out here. So not necessarily sunny in 75 like we would want it, but 72 and cloudy is better than rain. Of course, when it rains, you can't have NASCAR racing, boys and girls. Curtis Mitchell is up 10 positions since the start of this race. We're going to pull up the telemetry off of Curtis here so you can watch that off the start.
Green flag.
See, immediately Curtis off to a roll.
Yellow,
The 28 has a little bit of an issue there. And that's just a sad, sad day. Wow. Alrighty. Let's see what happened there. It all started with Mr. John Comorgan. Let's take a look. Watch the number 10 out there to the outside. He's going to get a little stacked up in there off that start and just get pushed, unfortunately, into that outside wall. It's going to cause him to shoot back down there. And you get to see the 28, unfortunately, take yet a, the 83, unfortunately, take yet another blow after being on his side there. And it just all unfolds from there. It's just all just bad. So an unfortunate wreck for those drivers off the restart there. It's going to bring out the next caution. The second incident caution here of the night.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Control.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's going to get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Well, Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Alrighty, welcome back out here, folks, to the Dare hosted series race here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the NASCAR Craftsman trucks. Ethan George in that number 78 machine is going to be leading the trucks off of this next restart. Dave Shutt there in that second position. Donnie Beach will be in third, and Jacob Denny will be there in fourth. Take a look at Dave Shutt. He's been someone that we talk about usually here in these races. His fastest lap out there is a 30.172. He's currently in second position. Hopefully we can see him get up there the first. Ethan George, though, he's going to put on one heck of a fight there on that inside lane. Let's see how they do coming here to the start.
Green flag.
Green flag out here yet again tonight. They get a little bit squirrely off the restart, but they keep it clean and straight. They fall back in line, and they're all going to start passing after the checkered flag there. Dave Shutt able to hold it there on that outside lane. You see Ethan George there holding it on the inside, holding it very, very well. You see the 61 of Jacob Denny, an aggressive truck all day, being one of those front runners out there. The 361 gets turned around, and unfortunately he's gonna go around. That was Curtis Mitchell in the 361, unfortunately, and the caution is gonna come out. Let's take a look at what happened to Curtis Mitchell here. Oh no, not Curtis. Oh my goodness, I just pressed all the wrong buttons. I'm so sorry. Alright, look. He just comes up and across the 26's nose as the 26 gets forced down the track. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. And that's going to collect some other trucks there and some net code, even if it wasn't for the net code. That's the number 85. Yet again, getting caught up in some cautions. You also see the number 9 there, unfortunately, of Jason Fensler also getting caught up in it. So an unfortunate night out there tonight for those guys. Both, it just seems like all of these front runners are catching some kind of curse out here tonight, or just something. It's just it pains me to see it for these guys out here. Ethan George is going to be your new leader here tonight. It's not the first time, I believe, he's been up here, though. He has led 7 laps here tonight. He's going to bring it not down pit road. A little bit of a fake out there. We'll see what he'll be able to do come around next time to this restart. You see Barney up there in the booth. These guys are going to get lined up, and we are going to go green flag racing the next time by. Alright, everybody. The pace car lights are off as we make our way down the backstretch here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's been an interesting race so far here tonight, a fun one. It's been a very fun race here tonight. We've seen a lot of lead changes, a lot of very aggressive in front running dominant trucks, and we've definitely seen that the number 9 of Jason Fensler has been able to hold his own very well out there tonight, unfortunately getting caught up in some race shenanigans, mid-race shenanigans. Hopefully we'll be able to see him get back up there though. Pace car is off here at Charlotte. Let's see if Ethan George can lead him around clean.
Green flag.
Green flag's out. He gets a good run on the bottom. The number 1 gets a little bit loose and into the wall. Thankfully, we're going to stay green. The number 96. Going to chase him down. A little bit of a rough start there for Mr. Ethan George in that 78. Jacob Denny going to be able to take that first position away. Zach Jurek is going to be chasing him down.
Caution, caution, caution.
John Miles has crashed, bringing out the caution here tonight, as well as Tim Fiedler. Let's see what happened. So we see John Miles there in the number 69 machine there. Unfortunately, going to get right there into the front bumper of the 77. Come back up track just a little bit. 77 gives him a little bit of a payback, and boom. 77 up the track as well. Let's take a look at that. Into the 30 car. Didn't really look like much regard for wanting to fix the crash, but yeah, I leave that one to you guys. It's your call. You can judge it how you want. I don't know how I judge it, honestly, so. But either way, that is going to bring out the 7th caution of the night. Remember, the first 3 were stages, so that is technically going to be the 4th caution here tonight. Just to recap on your race tiny bit here. We are on lap 80 of 85. Jacob Denny in that number 61 machine is going to be your leader of the race. Lead has changed here tonight a total of 10 different times. So 10 different drivers out here. We started off with 27 drivers in this race. 10 different leaders out here tonight. Some of them helped out by some of these stage breaks. Some of them just getting lucky and getting up there through the field. Others having a dominant truck out there tonight. It really depends where you started in the field and how well you can hold on to those machines out there on such a slick racing surface. Make sure you guys stick around towards the end of the live here tonight. We're going to be talking to your top 5 position holders out there in the Discord. We'll be interviewing the top 5. So make sure if you are out there in the race here tonight and you do make it and finish into the top 5, make sure to join the Discord so we can pull you into the booth and give you an interview. See how you liked racing here tonight. See how tough it was. The pace car lights are off this time around, though. We're going to be getting ready to get back to green flag racing again here tonight at Charlotte. I know I personally cannot wait to get off of here tonight. I'm going to be watching a little bit of The Walking Dead. Don't know if you guys have ever watched that show, but that's a pretty good show. I'm loving it. We're on season 4 right now. Hopefully you guys are going to have a great night after this as well, and be safe with doing whatever you guys are going to be doing. And hey, make sure you come out tomorrow night and check us out over there in the Black Diamond Racing League. Me and Christopher, we're going to be there at Talladega in the Next Gen Cup Series over there at Black Diamond Racing. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to check out our championship night race Tuesday in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series.
Green, green, green.
Green flag will drop here in the Dirty Air Racing Experience hosted truck race. And Jacob Denny's going to get a good run there on the bottom. But Zach is able to hold on to him there on the outside. We got 4 laps to go here tonight. See Dave Shutt there in 3rd position. He's trying to find his way up there to the back bumper of Jacob Denny. Denny trying to hold that bottom side as the 96, 51 in our eyes, of Zach Jurek pulls that top side away. He's going to throw the block to Jacob Denny. They're going to caution coming through the tri-oval. Let's take a look at what happened there. It takes a look. Looks like it happened with James Smith, I believe. We're just coming through the tri-oval here. You see the 85 back there almost hit the 9 and the 5. And there it is. You just see him come down and carnage ensues. You see the 1. Curtis Mitchell also involved in it. That is James Smith that we're taking a ride along with. The 26 of Ronald Hall was the one who started all of that. Ricky Miles just skims by. So an unfortunate event here tonight will bring out the 5th caution. The 5th incident caused caution here tonight. So as we make our way under caution, we're not going to have too many laps to go here. When we come back, we'll be back to green flag racing.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time till Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Always nice to hear from our sponsors. We'd like to give a huge shout out to Whiplash Sim Games. Make sure to check our stream out tomorrow, the Black Diamond Racing League at Talladega. We're going to have some of those custom Whiplash Sim cameras to be able to show you around Talladega tomorrow. As for right now, though, we are here in the Dirty Air Racing Experience League. Zach Jurek is your first place truck. He's going to be leading us around.
Green
Jacob
flag.
Denny in second. Green flag is out. Denny, good jump on that outside there. Jurek, good run there to the inside. It's going to be green flag, green-white flag racing here, I should say. 2 laps to go. Jacob Denny, up there in first place in that 61 to 96. He gets a good run there to the bottom in the caution. Unfortunately, is going to come out here tonight. So these guys will have a second. Green-white checkered to go here tonight, unfortunately. Unknown what that caution was caused for. We did see a car go up into the wall there. Unfortunately, did not pop up on my screen there. Jacob Denny is going to have to go around there. I assume he's got a black flag for jumping that restart there, I believe. Zach Jurek possibly going to be put back here in the lead. Jacob Davis says Black Diamond tomorrow night will be insanely fun. I can't wait to run it. Definitely a fun one to join. A fun league to watch as well. Make sure you join us out there tonight. Zach Jurek, really slow speeds here. He's slowing down there for the pace car. Unfortunately, Jacob Denny, I believe, cut the black flag, maybe, or maybe he's just really slow off the start here. Maybe that caution was brought out because of that truck going there into the wall there. I do not believe he actually got the black flag. So Jacob Denny is going to be restarting in that first position. Yes. Denny's got a good chance at winning it here tonight. Not too many green-white checkers to go here. I do not remember if it is 3 green-white checkers or if it is 4 green-white checkers. I do think it is 4. In that case, though, these guys don't have too many left, despite it being either or. They burned through the one. Now we're coming up on the second one. Hopefully these guys are going to be able to have a good, clean restart off of here and a good, clean lap until we get to that white flag. Jacob Denny is responsible for leading this field around off the restart. When we come back, hopefully we'll be able to finish out this race here tonight And after that, make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to try and pull in our top 5. We sometimes do not get the top 5, unfortunately, all in here. But we're going to try and pull in your top 5 here tonight, so make sure you guys do not go anywhere. Alrighty, these guys are gonna get ready to go here. They're getting rowdy, they're getting anxious. The saying has been true here tonight. Cautions have bred cautions. It's just all of this energy out here tonight. These guys want this win so bad, and they are pushing these trucks to the limit. You see the number 9 back there, that's Jason Fensler. He started on pole here at the beginning of this race. He's back there in that 7th position. Can he get up there? Let's see it. Green flag out here yet again tonight at Charlotte, here in the Dirty Air Racing Experience. Jacob Denny, good run there to the lead. You see the 64 of John Cole Morgan fighting to get in there to that 2nd position. He's got the inside. Is he going to be able to make the pass there on Zach Jurek? They get together. Dave Shutt goes around. The caution comes out here again tonight. We will head over to our 3rd green-white caution, or green-white checkered try here tonight. Unfortunate incident there between the 2 trucks. Unfortunately, Dave B. Shutt getting put back there. A little bit of a accident for him. Let's see if we can pull that back up here real quick. Let's just rewind the clip here. They go around this corner here. Try and find a good camera. It's just so crowded in there. He just comes down the track. Unfortunately, did not know that the number 1 truck was there and into the wall. A little bit of damage there to the back end. That's unfortunate for Mr. Shutt there. So Dave Shutt will be put back here into 16th position. Jacob Denny still leading this race. We will be heading on to your 3rd green-white checkered here tonight. I am unsure if there is a 4th one. Hopefully we will not need to find out if there is a 4th one here tonight, though. Not too many guys, unfortunately, remain out there tonight. Only 16 trucks out there, including Mr. Dave Shutt, who has gone down pit lane. With John Miles, though, 15 trucks. Dave Shutt has left pits, though, coming back out onto the racetrack, thankfully. So we will have 16 trucks to end off the night out of 27 trucks. Charlotte ate them up. It proved it was a tough track, but these were some skilled and tough drivers out here tonight. Don't let these cautions here at the end fool you. These guys have been racing hard and aggressive, but fair all race. The aggressiveness is boiling over here tonight. You see the stress on these drivers as they try desperately to make something work. And if this is what I think it is, Jacob Denny will have to come down to pit. I think these cautions may have cost him the gas. But that was going to be my second answer. Maybe he's just going to trick him. Or he's going to do the little trick down the track there through the tri-oval. I have never seen that before. Not too sure if that's very legal. I'm not too sure if they'll allow that. But I don't see why not. Rounding out your top 10 here for now. Jacob Denny in that first position. Zach Jurek in second. John Cole Morgan in third. John Osborne in fourth. Ethan George fifth. Daniel Garbaldi sixth. Will Sylvester seventh. Jason Fensler eighth. Hayden Herman in ninth, and Patrick Craven will be there in that 10th position. Donnie Beach in 11th, Curtis Mitchell in 12th. 13th, James Smith. Ricky Miles in 14th, Dave Shutt in 15th, and John Miles in 16th. The pace car will come down here tonight again at Charlotte. Let's get him around and let's do this.
Green flag.
Green flag again here at Charlotte. Jacob Denny, good a run on that bottom yet again. He's been very good. You see Zach shoots right to the inside there, blocking off the rest of the trucks behind him. Able to slip in right there behind the 61 truck. They're going to fight their way into the back stretch. Looking good out there, everybody. Jacob Denny leads them around. And we had a truck spin, but the caution will not come out. White flag out here tonight at Charlotte in the Dirty Air Racing Experience. Jacob Denny in that 61 truck has fought all night to try and get up there into the first position. Led 14 laps of this race, trying to lead the final 15th lap. We had a little bit of an accident here coming on the back. Lap. Jacob Denny still holds on to the lead away from Zach, and Denny will win it here. Zach Jurek will take home second position. Will Sylvester in third. Jason Fensler in fourth, and Curtis Mitchell will take home fifth position. What a hell of a race, and what a hell of a way to end it off here tonight in the Dirty Air Racing Experience. What an insane last few crashes and incidents happening on the last lap there. Jacob Denny fought and clawed his way up here during the final few laps here at Charlotte tonight. He is going to burn it down across your checkered line here on Charlotte Motor Speedway. Congratulations to Jacob Denny on a great win here tonight. We had 98 of 96 laps. Jacob Denny won this race. We had 10 cautions out here tonight, 3 of which were caused by these stages. The lead changed a total of 11 times. Taking a look back here on that finalish lap run here. We see Donnie Beach unfortunately getting caught up in an accident, getting spun through the grass there. See a few more of these drivers getting caught up in some accidents back here, unfortunately. That's that accident you saw there. The 78 and the 44 got into it. And not too bad, honestly, for the 44. Just getting sent around there. The 9, unfortunately, got up there into the wall at the end there as well. But that is what happened there tonight. You see Jacob Denny and Curtis Mitchell sitting there on the finish line. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be right back. I'm going to hunt down your top 5, and we're going to interview them and talk to them. So stay tuned for that. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back in here tonight to the Dirty Air Racing Experience. I wasn't able to hunt down just everybody, unfortunately, out there. I was able to hunt down your 5th position finisher here tonight, Curtis Mitchell. Congratulations on 5th position. What a heck of a race out there, man. Just great racing there in the beginning with all that green flag action. And once we got to the end there, we really got to see some of those drivers unravel, and that stress and that pressure really start to get to them. What did you think about the ending of that race there?
Yeah, that was wild. First off, I want to take time to thank you guys for the broadcast and apologize to all the guys that I screwed over. I was an absolute menace in the worst way possible out here, and that's not normal for me, so kind of a undeserving P5 here. But yeah, the last few laps were really helpful. Got the top lane on the start, which was nice. I was tired of being on the bottom, and I mean, we had fresh tires. I just couldn't use them yet. So got a good run on the top. Probably 4 or 5 guys wreck in front of us. Got really tight in 3 and 4 on the last corner, but Ethan had some issues down below, and I think I got him by 7 thousandths of a second. So that was quite a close margin. But yeah, just a fun ending. Fun to be able to get the Dare Charity Cup truck up to the front and put on a good show.
With it being Charlotte out here tonight, we all know Charlotte is notorious for absolutely chewing up whatever car you want to put on its surface. How did it feel out there tonight? What gave you the most problems out there on track?
I was pretty surprised. I really didn't feel like it was wearing as badly as I thought it would. I mean, obviously it's pretty short runs. Fuel window is not very huge. But in terms of dirty air and how the truck felt, I felt like we had really good rotation. I love the truck. I haven't been able to run it much this week with officials being at ARCA's at Lanier and all the other crap going on. So this was a fun change of pace, and ran the bottom a little bit. Truck felt good. Moved it up to the top. Entry was a little bit sketchy, but once you got it out of the corner, it was running pretty well. So yeah, pretty surprised by how quick it was tonight.
You've been racing here in this league for just a little bit of time, but from the little bit of time that you have been racing in here, tell us, how has the experience been with all the different drivers here in the Dirty Air Racing Experience?
It's been awesome. When you get in the lobby with a really solid group of guys, it's a really neat opportunity. I know we were in a race a couple weeks ago with Carson Foppel and TJ Majors. My buddy and I had just an absolute blast with them. The first race I ever did here at Kansas was amazing. We had like I said, it really depends on who you got. When you got a good group who's willing to drive clean and not drive across each other's noses, it's awesome. The format keeps everyone in it. And when you get a good field, a good crew, Dave and Ricky put on a good show here, so it's fun to be a part of it.
Now, we do know this series doesn't go off of points or anything like that or such. More so, these are just put on for fun and such. But then again, they are hosted every Wednesday night. So with that being said, if you're going to be there next Wednesday night, what's the confidence level looking like going into that?
Pretty solid. It just depends on where we're at. I'm not a huge fan of the super long super speedway races. I love the last couple laps of them, but always hurts when you get stuck in a bad wreck. So if we're at one of the 1.5 miles, you better believe I'll be there. But super speedways and short tracks are always a gamble. So we're feeling good, hoping to get some of my buddies from Full Blast Motorsports and from Fearless Motorsports in here so we can get just get a good crew together, get some same strategies going. I was by myself, unfortunately. My buddy had some tech issues tonight, but yeah, we're looking good. Going to try and put on a good show here in the coming weeks this summer.
Alrighty, awesome, Curtis. Hey, congratulations on that 5th place finish here tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, big shout out to my guys at Full Blast Motorsports, Jacob, Ashton, Austin, and then obviously Fearless Motorsports. Ethan has just been an awesome connection to have, running with their team and then breaking our own team out of Fearless into this Full Blast Motorsports team. And just thank you all to the guys that I've been able to race with, and for Dave for the host, and Ricky, Miles for the admin work in this league. It's a fun opportunity.
Alrighty, well, congratulations, Curtis. I'll let you get back over there to the guys. Again, hopefully we see you here next Wednesday, and hey, maybe we'll see you up there in that first position.
Oh, hopefully. Thanks, Lucas. I'll be back.
Alrighty, that was Curtis Mitchell, your 5th place position winner here tonight. I did see that we had Will Sylvester in here. Did have Will Sylvester in that number 10 truck. He finished in 3rd position. He was just in here. We're going to take a second because I really would like to be fair and give everybody a fair and equal chance to give their interviews here. So let me give him a minute to get in here, and then we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we can get him. All right. Unfortunately, doesn't look like I can get Mr. Sylvester in here. But Mr. Sylvester, Will Sylvester, was your 3rd place finisher here tonight. We actually got Mr. Ricky Miles here. Say what's up, Mr. Ricky.
Good, buddy. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Ricky. Hey, we know you weren't there in the top 5, but we did see that you finished out there in 12th position. And unfortunately, we weren't able to track down most of our top 5 here tonight. So, hey, let's ask you a couple of questions. Tell us about Charlotte. You, out of more people here, have probably the most experience here at Charlotte running these tracks. I know for certain I don't have as much experience per se with these kind of tracks. Could you tell the viewers at home just a little bit about how these tracks drive here with these Craftsman trucks?
Well, it's kind of a little, I've ran them quite a bit of all of them, but this one here, I like it, but it's just something you have to kind of it takes a little while to get adapt to it, where to run and where to be, and just a little bit of car control, but there's a lot of good people in this race here tonight, and it's tough when you got a good feel, and I like it that way. And even though if I don't get in the top 5 as often, but I enjoy everybody coming out and racing with Dare, and appreciate all the people, the admins, and everybody that's involved in all this, Dave Scutt and me, and John and James Smith and everybody has a lot to do with it and give us some, input. And we appreciate everybody and all the people that comes out. We appreciate what y'all do for us as broadcaster. And but it's been a good race. You have your ups and downs, but at the end of the night, you just can't wait for the next one.
I do definitely agree with that. And it's been fun watching you guys from up here in the booth. It was fun watching you guys there in that beginning. It was definitely fun. We did watch you specifically. We saw you were climbing up that field aggressively there in the beginning. What happened there towards the middle of the race? We saw you were climbing really fast there in the beginning, and then it just kind of fell off there in speed at the end.
Well, I think there was a truck who got up behind me, ran up on my back end, and right about the time I was entering the corner and about the time I started coming off the corner, my truck just got loose and I lost it and couldn't do nothing about it. But it's kind of just a learning experience, especially when you got trucks come up on you, and take the air off your spoiler, and it's a handful then.
That is right. Going into next week, can you tell the viewers a little bit at home about racing here in this league? If you had a couple of words about racing here in the Dirty Air racing experience, what would you say about it?
Well, we're trying to get the main thing, we was getting a large group of guys, a lot of drivers, 40 and 50 drivers. And then you're going to have a lot of wrecks occasionally at times. So sometimes if you can get to fill about 30 to 35 cars, we're looking for more of top quality drivers. And each one is racing their own race compared to other leads that you have 10 or 12 admins teaming up on these individual drivers. So we really like to keep it to where it's like a local Saturday night show where every car and every driver is having to battle it out with each other, and it makes it very interested. And at the end of the night, it's kind of like a dog-eat-dog trying to get to the front.
I can definitely understand that, Mr. Miles. Hey, before we let you go here tonight, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my wife. Today's her birthday, and I want to say happy birthday to my wife, and all the Dave and John, like I say, James and all the other people out there that's been a part of DARE and helping us out, and we're always got things on the back burner as far as money races and trophy races and lead races that we're working on. So there's a lot that we're working on that we not put out in the open yet, but we're looking forward into doing it. So between Dave's ideas and the rest of us, we kind of put our heads together and try to come up with some ideas, and I think that we'll be okay pretty soon. It'll all be working out pretty good.
I can definitely agree with that there. And hey, from everybody over here at the Fearless Broadcasting team, happy birthday there to your wife. And congratulations on a 12th place victory here tonight. Despite it being 12th, there were 27 trucks out here tonight, so I think being in that 12th position ain't too bad despite the odds here tonight.
Yeah, that's true. We've you have your ups and downs, but I've probably had more downs than I had up here lately, but I'm sure it'll come around sooner or later. I'm an old man. I'm probably the oldest one in the lead as far as or in the group racing, so it's tough to beat these young guys.
Well, hopefully next week we can see you up there, maybe in the top 5, maybe a first place victory at the next track.
Well, we appreciate y'all guys. See a lot of improvement every week, and it's just like us. We're all trying to grow together like a big family, and we want our racers to be like a family to us, and we just like to come together as a group and a happy group. And when we leave at the end of the night, we can't wait to get with each other to the next night.
All righty, Ricky. We'll let you get back down there to Mr. Dave Scott. Congratulations on that 12th place position here tonight.
We appreciate y'all, guys.
That was Mr. Ricky Miles. He finished here in 12th position. Tough break for him tonight. His spirits are not down, though. Definitely take that advice from here and definitely join in here and get a part of the action here in the Dirty Air Racing Experience League. It has been one of my favorite leagues to broadcast for. Definitely one of my personal favorites. So, with that, I don't have too much more for you guys here tonight. I'm going to let you go here in just a minute. Before I do, though, make sure you check us out on all of our socials. We got a new website coming up in the works. Got some new things coming up for the streams in the works as well. I know you've heard some of our broadcasters maybe talking about that. Hearsay, hearsay. Also, make sure to check us out, or check me out, tomorrow night in the Black Diamond Racing League. I'll be in there with Mr. Christopher. Next Gen's at Talladega. Got some Whiplash custom sim cams for that one, so make sure to check that one out. If you are interested in joining the Dirty Air Racing Experience, make sure to check them out on Discord. Come be a part of the league. It's free. It's fun. And there's multiple different opportunities for you guys to have in here and to join in on. But with that, I will let all of you go. I hope all of you have a safe night. Be safe wherever you are. Have fun if you're going to go have fun. Either way,